Good morning to all. I am S. Uma Mageshwari, working as Associate Professor at Sri Balaji College of Nursing. Now I'm going to deal on the topic Introduction to Community Health Nursing. So first we will move on to see the learning objectives of this topic. So after completing this subject, the students will be able to define health, community, and community health. So they will able to explain objectives of community health. They will able to list out principles of community health, and they will able to enumerate scope of community health nursing and describe the various roles and responsibilities of community health nurse. So these are the learning objectives of this subject. So first we'll move on to see the introduction of community health nursing. So human beings are social creatures. All of us, with rare exception, live out our lives in the company of other peoples. So we all people live in a group. An Eskimo lives in a small, tightly knit community of close relatives. A rural Mexican may live in a small village with hardly more than 200 members. In contrast, someone from New York City might be a member of many overlapping communities, such as professional societies, a political party, a religious group, a cultural society, a neighborhood, and the city itself. So even those who try to escape community membership always begin their lives in same type of group, and usually they continue to depend on groups for material and emotional support. Communities are an essential and permanent feature of the human experience. So it is nothing but what is that? A human beings always live together in a community, and they live in a different variety of community. So they may live in a rural Mexican, or they may live in a city, or they may live in an urban community. So but will have a different religious group, a cultural society, a neighborhood, a professional societies, and a political party. So all these people live together in a group and they form the community. So this is about the introduction of community health nursing. So first we will move on to see the definition of health. So we all know health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. It was given by WHO, that is World Health Organization, on 1948. So now we have seen the definition of health. Now we'll move on to see the definition of community. So what is a community? A group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common is said to be a community. A community refers to a collection of people who interact with one another and whose common interests or characteristics form the basis for a sense of unity or a belonging. So once again, community refers to a collection of people who interact with one another and whose common interests or characteristics form the basis for sense of unity or belonging. So it can be a society of people holding common rights and privileges. Example, citizens of a town sharing common interests. Example, a community of farmers, or living under the same laws and regulations, that is a peasant community. So they might have a common rights and privileges, that is from the town or urban, and they may share a common interest, that there can be a farmer or a teacher or something, or living under the same laws and regulations, that is a peasant community. Example. So the function of any community includes its member collective sense of belonging and their shared identity, values, norms, communication, and common interests and concerns. So it was given by Anderson and McFarley in the year of 2004. Although most communities of people share many aspects of their experience, it is useful to identify three types of communities that have relevance to community health practice. That's the main thing is geographic, common interest, and health problem or a solution. So the main three aspects that is useful to identify the communities are the geographical, common interest, health problems, or solution. So we have seen the definition of health. We have seen what is community. So now we will see what is community health. So community health is a discipline concerned with the study and improvement of the health characteristics of different communities. So community health tends to focus on geographical areas and includes primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare. That is nothing but we are going to take care of the health of the people in the community is said to be the community health. So it is the health of the people who are living in the community is said to be community health. So that is the thing. Community health tends to focus on geographical areas and includes primary, secondary, and tertiary care. So it covers all the care, that is primary care, secondary care, and the tertiary health care. So next we'll move on to see the community health nursing. So it is nothing but the nursing care that is provided to the people in the community through a nurse is said to be the community health nursing. So we came to know about what is health, what is community, and what is community health, and what is community health nursing. So community health nursing is to assess the individual, family, and community in attaining their highest level of holistic health, to provide and promote healthy lifestyle choices through education, public awareness, and community activities. So all these things can be achieved only through health education and through the public awareness and the community activities. So through these three activities, we can achieve the health of the people in the community through a proper nursing care. So the main thing is health education, public awareness, and the community activities are a participation of the people in the community. So next we will see this. There are 6 basic elements of nursing practice incorporated in health community health programs and services. They are promotion of healthful living, prevention of health problems, treatment of disorders, rehabilitation, and 5th one is evaluation, and 6th is research. So the first basic element is promotion of healthful living. So for any aspect, if you take, prevention is the basic. So before preventing, we have to promote a good health through health education. So that is the first point, promotion of healthful living. Second is prevention of any health problems. So if you are going to identify any health problems in a specific community, or if there is any issues in the community, we are going to give an awareness about those diseases, and we are going to prevent at the community level itself, and we will reduce the disorders because of it. So third is treatment of disorders. We will give a treatment for any diseases or any disorders. And fourth is rehabilitation. So this is the main aspect of any care. So rehabilitation. Next is evaluation and research. So what is evaluation? Evaluation is nothing but we have to evaluate whether our services are rendered in a proper way. We have to evaluate whether the health problems has been reduced or not, where we are lacking, and where we have to improve ourselves to improve the health of the people in the community is said to be the evaluation. And research, it is the main aspect of anything, is said to be the 6 basic elements of nursing practice. That is promotion of healthful living, prevention of health problems, treatment of disorders, rehabilitation, evaluation, and research. Next, we will move on to see the types of community. As the word says, there are mainly 2 types of community, that is rural community and urban community. So what is rural community? From the word itself, you can understand that is nothing but rural is the people living in the village, and urban is nothing the people living in the city. So a rural community is a society that is in a rural area, that is countryside. An urban community is a society that is in urban area. It might be town or a city. So these are the 2 types of community, that is rural community and the urban community. Next is urban community. So what is an urban community? An urban community is a big city or a town. It is considered an urban community if there are more than 2,500 people living in the community. So if you take a community, if the population of that area is more than 2,500, it is said to be an urban community. So the urban community will always be a busy and a crowded one. Normally, the city is in the most central location in a region. It is also referred to as downtown. In an urban community, there are many buildings, houses, and people. People often live close together. From the pictures, I think you can understand how close as all the buildings are there. There might be more apartments and flat systems will be there. So the people will live more close together and more buildings will be there. So these are said to be the urban communities. So the first point is there should be the population of more than 2,500 people living in a community. Next is rural community, an area outside of cities and towns. So according to the US Census Bureau, a rural community is one that does not qualify as an urban community. Specifically, if a territory has more than 2,500 people per square mile, it is defined as urban. Areas with less than 2,500 would then be considered as rural. So urban community, in a small, simple way, we can say urban community is a place where the people's population is more than 2,500. If it is less than 2,500, it is said to be a rural community. So this is the main difference between the urban and the rural community. In urban, the peoples will be living very close to each other, but in rural, if you take, there will be more spaces between the houses itself. So that is said to be the rural community. Next, so now we have seen what is a health, what is a community health, what is community, and what is community health nursing. So, and we have also seen the two types of cities, that is urban population and the rural population. So now we will move on to see the objectives of community health. So what is the main objective of community health? First, provide antenatal, maternity, and postnatal care to ensure safe pregnancy, delivery, and puerperium for the mother and the child. So the first care is about the mother care. That is antenatal period, we have to give care, during the maternity period, and even after that, the postnatal care. And this care should be given for both the mother and the child. So the first objective is to provide care for the antenatal, postnatal, and the mother in the maternity period. And second is provide under 5 clinics. So this is under 5. From the word we can understand it is for the clinic that is provided for under 5 child. That is, the age group should be below 5. So the main aspect that has to be concentrated should be their immunization, developmental assessment, advice on nutrition and child care, treatment of minor elements, providing encouragement and support to mothers. So the under 5 clinics mainly concentrates on immunization, developmental assessment, advice on nutrition and child care, treatment of minor elements, providing encouragement and support to mothers to take care of their under 5 child. Third thing is provide clinics for treating adults and children for minor elements or referral of major illness. So the third thing is we have to provide a treatment for the adults and the children, mainly on their minor elements, that is a small problems, and referral of major illness. If they have a major illness, they have to refer to the other higher centers. And the fourth is health education. The health education is the main aspect of any community health nursing. So this is the first point of prevention or promotion on any aspect. The first thing will be health education. We have to health educate the population about various things we can about their health, about the environmental sanitation or the personal hygiene, and how can we prevent a disease and how can we treat a disease. So on all aspects, we have to health educate the population. And the fifth is provide facilities for family planning. So the family planning awareness is more or less in rural areas. So we have to provide a facilities for family planning. And sixth is teach the correct use of common medicines and drugs and the dangers of buying medicines at the chemist and market. And the seventh objectives will be explain and promote the use of local health services in the community, advising people to seek healthcare from safe, qualified health personnel. So the seventh point will be explain and promote the use of local health services in the community. So if you go to a rural or urban community, more local health services will be there. We should encourage the people to use those local health services and advise people to seek healthcare from a safe and qualified health personnel is more important. That is, there might be a primary health centers might be there, private clinics might be there, or a community health centers might be there. We should advise them to go there and get the treatment. But the treatment should be from a safe and qualified health personnel. So the eighth objective is promote projects in the community that will improve life for the people. Their example, women's cooperatives, literacy programs, provision of safe water. The next is teach and demonstrate healthy ways of living. We have to teach them how they can live a healthy lifestyle. For the lifestyle modification, if they have needed, we have to teach them about it. And then we have to assist in the prevention and control of communicable diseases. And 11th is visit people in their own homes, village to identify health needs and priorities and deal with them effectively. So the main aspect of community health nursing is we have to go to the community and visit the people in the family itself and we have to provide care. If you take the other thing, hospitals or clinics, the people will be coming, the patients or client will be coming to the hospital, and we will be providing whatever care they needed or treatment, we will be providing them what they needed actually. But as it is not like the same in the community. So in the community, as a nurse, community health nurse, we go to the community, we go to the family members, and we will identify what are the problems they have or health issues they have, and we will provide a care at their home. So that is the main thing in the community health nursing. And then the next thing is promote the health of school children through health services. So this comes under the school health services. So we have to promote the health of the school children through health services. Next is to maintain and promote the health of the elderly and handicapped. It is nothing but the geriatric care. Then we have to work in a close cooperation with the government and other local organizations to promote health and welfare of individuals, families, and communities. So any goal we will not able to achieve as a single. So we need the cooperation from the other peoples also. So we in a work, we have to close in cooperation with the government and other local organizations to promote the health and welfare of individuals, families, and communities. So these are the objectives of community health nursing. So now we will move on to see the principles of community health nursing. So anything, if you take some principles should be followed while giving a care or anything. So the same thing is also applied for the community health nursing. So what is the first principle? The recognized needs of individuals, families, and communities provides the basis for community health nursing. So whatever might be the thing, the first principle is we have to provide care to the people according to their need. So we have to identify what is the problem there in the community, or what is the health problems or issues are there in the family or for an individual person, and we have to find it out, and we have to give the care according to that. So the recognized need of individuals, families, and communities provides a basis for community health nursing practice. So its primary purpose is to further apply public health measures within the framework of the total community health nursing effort. So the second thing is respect values and customs. Each and every person has their own values and customs, and even it differs from the state to state, place to place, or region to region, or country to country, anything, the rest values and custom changes. So as a nurse, first thing we should know to respect the values and customs of the people. So I respect, so we respect. So respect for the values, customs, and beliefs of the clients contribute to the effectiveness of care to the client. So CHN services must be available, sustainable, and affordable to all regardless of race, creed, color, or socioeconomic status. So the community health nursing care should be available to all the people. There should not be any partiality. We should not see what is their race and what is their creed or what is their color, what is their socioeconomic status. So without saying all these things, we have to provide a sustainable and affordable care to all the peoples in the community. So that is the second main principle of community health nursing. So the next is checking for understanding. Checking for understanding is nothing but we should check for the understanding level of the people in the community. It should be according to their language, or it should be there to their socioeconomic status or anything. So we should know whether they are able to understand what we are saying or not. So knowledge and understanding of the objectives and policies of the agency facilitates goal achievement. Next, we have to consider the fourth thing as a family as a unit. So the family is a whole unit. We are not supposed to give a care for single person or individual person. So while giving a care for an individual or a single person, we should consider the family also. And the care should be given, provided for the whole family. For example, if there is a patient with a diabetic in a family, we should give a diabetic diet, health education, or diabetic food care, and how can we prevent the complications of the diabetics, and how a diabetic patient should be taken care. All this education should be given for the family members also, not only for the person who is being affected by the diabetes mellitus. So the community health nursing considers the family as a unit of service. Its level of functioning is influenced by the degree to which it can deal with its own problems. Therefore, the family is an effective and available channel for the most of the community health nursing efforts. The next is integrating education and counseling. So any people will be in need of a counseling. So we have to integrate both the education and the counseling both together, and has to be developed for the people in the community. So community health nursing integrate health education and counseling as vital parts of function. These encourage and support community efforts in the discussion of issues to improve the people's health. The next is collaborative work. Collaborative work is nothing but we have to cooperate with the other co-workers in the team. Then only we will able to achieve the goal easily. So collaborative work relationship with the co-workers and members of the health team facilitates accomplishments of goal. Each member is helped to see how his or her work benefits the whole entire prize. So each member is helped how to see his or her work benefits the whole enterprise. So collaborative work is nothing but it's a work relationship with the co-workers and members of the health team that facilitates and accomplishments of the goal. So the next is a continuous evaluation. So if there is an evaluation only, we will able to check how the goal has been achieved or not, where we have to improve, where we are lacking. So all this aspect can be covered only through the evaluation. So periodic and continuing evaluation provides a means for assessing the degree to which the community health nursing goals and objectives are attained. So clients are involved in the appraisal of their health programs through consultation, observations, and accurate recording. So it is like refine, plan, organize, implement, and evaluate. So any process should be end with an evaluate that then only we can start with the refine. The next is nothing but the continuing education, constant learning. So we might be completed or any degree or anything, but continuing education is more important in all aspects. So continuing staff education program and quality services to clients and are essential to update and maintain sound nursing practices in their setting. So the next is local resources. So whatever the resources available in the community or the any local resources, we should able to make the people to use those local resources to take care of their health. So utilization of indigenous and existing community resources maximizes the success of the efforts of the community health nursing. So if we are using the local resources, we will able to achieve a goal easily as though we are cooperating with the other co-workers in our team. So the use of local available elements and linkages with existing community resources, both public and private, increase the awareness of what care they need, what are entitled. The next is community participation. We should involve the people in the community to get participated. So active participation of the individual, family, and community in planning and making decisions for the healthcare needs determine to large extent the success of community health nursing programs. So the next is the supervision of services. The supervision of services is nothing but whatever work we are doing, we should be supervised by some other persons. Then only mistakes can be corrected. So supervision of nursing services by a qualified community health nurse personnel provides guidance and direction to the work to be done. So they will be guiding us and they will be directing us to in which way we have to work so that the goal of creating a good health in the community will be achieved smoothly. So potential of employees for effective and efficient work are developed. The last is the recording and reporting. So accurate recording and reporting serve as the basis for evaluation of the programs, of planned programs and activities, and as a guide for the future actions. So planning, that is recording and reporting, is the main guide for our future actions. Maintenance of accurate record is a vital responsibility of community as they are utilized in studies and researchers and as legal documents. So the recording and reporting is going to be the legal documents and it can be used for any research or for your further studies. So these are the principles of community health nursing. So if you combine together and see, the main thing is first is community health nursing services should be planned according to the needs of the community. It should be based on the needs of the community. So the second thing is the community health nurse should be qualified either as diploma or graduate or a postgraduate in nursing. That is, we should have completed of any degree, any one of this degree. Next is the community health nurse should not accept any gifts or bribes from the patients and their relatives. Community health nurse should follow the policy of the agencies where she or he is being appointed. Community health nurse should not belong to any political group. There should be a proper facilities and job conditions should be there. Community health nurse should function, serve as an important member of health team. Community health nurse should maintain a professional relationship with all the leaders of the community. So community health nurse should follow ethics while working in the community. Community health nurse should keep continuous contact with the individual, family, and community. The other things are community health nurse should organize a periodic in-service or education program should be organized. Supervision and guidance are needed to help the workers to produce a high quality of work. That is nothing but the follow-up care should be there. Health services are available and acceptable to all people without any discrimination. As we had discussed before, we should not supposed to see any race, creed, color, or socio-economic status. Community health nurse should create an awareness among community through education to promote the health of the community. So awareness is the main thing. For example, if you take, we have that COVID cases has been reduced mainly to the awareness among the community through the education. So the education can be through any mass media or through the nurses or anything, but the awareness can be created through the education to reduce any diseases in the community. So community health nurse assists the families or community in making decisions related to health. So in a critical care thinking or a critical problems, the community health nurse education or a counseling should be useful for the community or the family to make a decisions related to any health conditions. So till now we have seen the definitions of health, community health nursing or a community health nurse, and the objectives and the principles of community health nursing. So we have discussed about it. So now we are moving to see about the scope of community health nursing. What is the scope? So where can we work and what is the scope available as a community health nurse? So the scope of community health nursing includes health promotion, illness prevention, and restoration of health of individuals, families, and communities. So the main scope will be on the aspects of health promotion, illness prevention, and restoration of health of individuals, families, and community. The thing is, the scope of nursing is wide. It is not a narrow, it is a wide one, and it is an open one. So there is still a much wider scope for a nurse. Nurse can work in a different place such as home care, nursing home, school health center, old age home, or industries. So in any place as a nurse, as a community health nurse, she can work over there. So the places where and all she can work as industrial nursing, school health nursing, home care, domiciliary nursing, MCH and family planning services, geriatric care, mental health nursing, nursing care, rehabilitation center. So from the words itself, we can easily understand industrial is nothing but we are going to work in a occupation side. That is, we're going to work in any industries or a factories. Next is school health is nothing but we are going to provide a care and work as a nurse in a school side. Then home care is giving home care in the home. Domiciliary is giving care in the private hospitals. MCH and family planning is concentrated on the antenatal, postnatal, or maternity services. Geriatric is for old age people. Mental health is nothing but the psychiatric care, and nursing care is giving a common care for all the people, and rehabilitation center is giving care in the rehabilitation period. So home care, first we'll move on to see the home care. So what is home care? It is an extended nursing care services are received by a number of patients at their home. So we are going to give the care at the home itself is said to be the home care. It's mainly for the old age peoples or the people who will not able to take care of themselves, or it might be for any isolated or a communicable diseases. So overcrowded for admitting the patients who require indoor care or when patient is in need of isolated treatment. Even preventive and promotive services are provided to the people at their home to maintain and achieve health. So next is a nursing home. So the nursing home are privately run. They have better medical care facilities than the government hospitals because they charge more fees. The nursing component in nursing home is generally well catered for. So the third is school health nursing. So what is school health service? It is the nursing care that is being provided at the school level. So it's mainly render the services to prevent any diseases, to promote and maintain good health of the school children. The school health programs are carried out by the primary health centers. The nurse provides her services in the areas like health education, early diagnosis of diseases, immunization, first aid, dental health, school sanitation, maintenance of health records, follow-up, and referral services. So the main services that has to be concentrated on the school health is health education, early diagnosis of disease, immunization, first aid, dental health, school sanitation, maintenance of health records, follow-up, and referral services. So the next is MCH and family planning. It is nothing but the care that is being provided for the antenatal mother, postnatal mothers, or during the maternal period or anything. So the public health nurse plays a major role in the MCH, and FP is nothing but family planning services. MCH is nothing but maternal and child health. So it consists antenatal, postnatal, and child care services. They will check whether the child has been immunized by the vaccine that has to be given at the age. A nurse can easily motivate the mother to accept the family planning method. She will teach them both thing about the permanent and the temporary methods of family planning methods that is available, and what is the benefit of all these things will be given. Health education will be given to the parents. Next is community health nursing services. A community health nursing services is care of the family in the sickness and health. Community health nurse should be able to provide a primary health care in the community, to conduct routine antenatal, postnatal visit, and conduct deliveries when required, to carry out immunization, to promote health of the children by conducting under-5 cleaning and referring cases who require medical care, to assess the social, environmental, and nutritional needs of the community and get the help of the social workers to meet these needs. So these are the community health nursing services. Industrial nursing services, from the word you can understand, industrial is nothing but the care that has been provided in the industries or factories. So wherever the employed members are more than 500, there should be a nurse and the medical staff should be there. So many nurses work in an industries where 500 or more workers are employed. In industries, there is a necessary for appointment of medical staff and nursing staffs in factories. So the nursing services in industry. So what are the aspects that will be covered? They will be covering in the industrial nursing is nothing but first aid, regular health checkup, care for the sick or injured, industrial safety they will check, rehabilitation of the ill and the disabled workers, administration and organization of services to women and children. So all this aspect they will be covering in the industrial nursing services. So next is the domiciliary nursing services. It is nothing but the areas where it's practiced in this country are maternity services, health supervision, disease prevention services, services for illness and accidents. The scope is limitless for organizing domiciliary visits. So next is mental health nursing. It is nothing but the psychiatric nursing. So in many developing countries having mental health services today, these services include early diagnosis and treatment, rehabilitation, psychotherapy, use of modern psychotropic drugs, and aftercare services. Mental health nursing is yet to be developed in India. Geriatric nursing services. It is nothing but the care that is being provided for the old age people. So the number of old people increasing in the world today. So the need of old is different and they need more care than the younger age group. So the old age people's need is different from other people's, that is younger age groups. So they need more care and more affection and more psychological support. So the separate thing is there for the geriatric nursing. So in many countries, the old age people are visited by the nurses and healthcare workers routinely. Last one is nothing but the rehabilitation centers. So rehabilitation means restoration of all treated cases to the highest level of functionality. So nursing is an important component in the rehabilitation of the disabled. So now we have seen the scope of community health nursing. So now we will move on to see the roles, functions, responsibilities, and qualities of a community health nurse. A community health nurse performs various functions while she works in any defined community health settings. So wherever she works, so she performs a various functions, and it differs from thing to thing. So there are various factors which determine the roles and functions of a community health nurse. They are as follows. So first is, what is their designated position? Whether he is a staff nurse or he is a operation theater nurse, or whether she has been working in a primary health center, or she is working in any community health center where she works, and what is her position over there. So the designated position makes a difference. Next is the organization policies, whether it is a private hospitals or a government hospitals, what are the organization policies they have. All this influences the nursing care. The number and type of other health workers, that is the co-workers, how many co-workers are there to help her in achieving her goal. It might be a doctor, or it might be some other lab technician, or anyone it can be. So what are the other number and type of other health workers who are provided over there? And the family and community's expectation. So what is the family and the community expectation in a particular area? what is the problem that is being existed in that community. So all these aspects covers the thing. So the community health nurse owns perception, and what is the community health nurse owns perception and abilities, whether she is able to provide a good care for the people in the community, and she is able to fulfill her expectations, and if she is able to cooperate with the other team members. So all these things comes under the own perception and abilities of the community health nurse. So in general, the community health nurse performs the following functions according to her roles as follows. She is working as a care provider. That is nothing but she is giving a care to all the people who are in need. Second is health educator. So the health education is the basic primary aspect of any community health. So he mainly works as a health educator. He gives an health education about various topics to the people according to the need of the people, or an individual or a family or a community. So the first one is care provider. She will be providing care to the people who are in need. And second thing is a health educator. She health educates the people according to their needs. Next is counselor. So counselor is nothing but if there is a patient with a diabetic, and he might be worried about his, or the family members might be worried of the complication of diabetic or any cardiac diseases. So as well as, or if there is a patient with a cancer in a family, the whole family will be disrupted. So as a nurse, she has to act as a counselor. She has to counsel the person or individual person who has been affected by the cancer, or the family members, because the whole socioeconomic status or the family all will be disrupted. So she has to work as a counselor. What she will do? She has to advise, she has to give some tips, she has to give assistance, she has to give guidance, and she has to support, and she has to help. So that's a role of a counselor. She will be acting in all these 6 aspects. Next is a resource person. Resource person is nothing but he has to be a thing of a resource person, that the human resources. Then he has to be a sensitive observer. She has to be an advisor. She has to be a planner. She has to be a care manager, and she has to be a medical assistant role. So in general, the community health nurse performs the following functions. So what are the functions? First one is care provider. Second is health educator. She has to work as a counselor. She has to work as a resource person. She has to work as a sensitive observer. She has to work as an advisor. She has to work as a planner. She has to work as a care manager, and she has to give a care as a medical assistant role. Now we will move on to see the nurse's role in community setting. So in the community setting, what is the nurse's role? She is the direct care provider. So what is direct care provider? She is going to the she is going to the community in person, to the family or to the individual, and she is giving care to the people. So this is the direct care provider. In the other aspect, if you take in the hospitals, the people or the patients will be coming to the hospital for any diseases. But in community, the nurse will go to the people or the family members and will provide a care. The next is educator. So she has to educate, or she has to health educate the people about the various aspects that might be in a prevention aspect or a promotive or rehabilitative or anything. It can be an aspect. So she has to educate the people, and she has to be a counselor, that is guiding. Then advocate. She has to work as a manager. She has to work as an advisor, case finder, coordinator who coordinates with the other people in the team or co-workers in the team. She has to be a good observer. She has to be a good leader who leads the whole team. She has to be a health planner. She has to be a collaborator, epidemiologist, participant in planning, preventer of illness, and promoter of health. So the nurse's role in community settings are direct care provider, educator, counselor, advocate, manager, advisor, case finder, coordinator, good observer, good leader, health planner, collaborator, epidemiologist, participant in learning, preventer of illness, and promoter of health. And she also been a potentiator, primary health care practitioner, and she is the role model for all the people in the community. So what are the advanced practice roles? The advanced practice role are clinician, educator, administrator, and the consultants, and most of this being practiced in the foreign countries. So the major areas of function is, if you club together and see it as care provider, that is we are providing care to the people. Educator, we are giving an education, health education. advocate, manager, collaborator, leader, and researcher. Now we'll see what are the responsibilities of community health nurse. So each person, if you take any individual, there should be some responsibility. So what are the responsibilities of community health nurse? First one, providing care to the disabled one. So we have to provide care for the people who are in illness or a disabled ones. Then maintaining healthy environment. We have to health educate the people about the personal hygiene, environmental hygiene, and we should maintain a healthy environment. Teaching is nothing but providing a health education. We have to identify the needs and referring them for service. So if the patient has some critical problems or which cannot be treated at the primary health centers, we have to identify the needs and refer them to a tertiary hospitals or any other private hospitals or government. And then preventing and reporting neglect and abuse. Then advocating, collaborating, participate in professional development activities, ensuring quality nursing research and engaging in nursing research. So any field, if you take, research is the milestone for each development of any field. So the same thing is applied for the nursing also. So we should ensure a quality nursing research and we should be able to engage in nursing research. So the responsibility of community health nurse and the specialized services, if you take it as school health nurse, that is providing care to the people in the school. Occupational health nursing is nothing but providing care for the people in the industries. Community mental health is nothing but the psychiatric care, and geriatric nursing is for the old age people. So now we will see. So we have seen the roles and responsibilities and what are the functions of the community health nurse. So for achieving all these roles, responsibilities and functions, there should be some qualities for a community health nurse. So what are the qualities are needed to be a community health nurse? The community health nurse should have interest in community health nursing. So the first point is before doing any work or any job, we should have some interest. So the same aspect is also is there here also, that is interest in community health nursing. The next is good IPR skill. Good IPR skill is we should able to communicate in a well manner with the community. If your communication skill is not good, we will not able to communicate in a good way with the people in the community, and so that we will not able to identify what is their health issues or what is their health needs or what on the aspect which have to be given on the health education, we will not able to know. So good IPR skill should be there. And we should be interested in the people. We should not see any caste, creed, socioeconomic status, or anything should not be seen. And we should be only interested in the people. Emotional stability. So that might be, the nurse might be facing many problems in the community. He might be seeing a child without a parents or anything she can see. For that for her to accept everything and to provide a good care, she should have a emotional stability should be there, and good communicability should be there, guiding and helping nature and sensitive observation. So we should observe everything in a good manner. So these are the qualities of a community health nurse. And next thing, he should be a good listener. So whatever the people are saying, she should able to listen it in a proper way and accept it, and whatever she says, and able to give a guidance or a counseling to the persons. A friendly disposition, initiativeness, resourcefulness, endurance, and patience. So all these aspects are needed for a nurse, to be a community health nurse. So these are the qualities of the community health nurse. So till now we have seen what is a community, what is a health, and what is a community health, and what is a community health nursing. So next we had move on to see the objectives of community health nursing. Then we have seen the principles of community health nursing, and then we have seen the scope of community health nursing. And last, we have seen the roles, responsibilities, functions, and the quality of a community health nurse. Thank you.